Well, this one for the money, two for the show. Three to get ready now, cat, go, go, go. But don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything, but don't let my blue suede shoes. Well, you can knock me down, step on my face, slander my name all over the place. Do anything that you want to do, but honey, lay off my blue suede shoes. Don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything but lay off my blue suede shoes. You can burn my house, steal my car, take my liquor from an old fruit jar. Do anything that you want to do, but honey, lay off my blue suede shoes. Now don't you step in my blue suede shoes. You can do anything, but don't slip off my blue shoes. Et chaussures en suède bleue de Elvis Presley de l'année, je ne sais pas, les années 50, je dirais. Alors, I saw the Elvis movie, part of the Elvis movie, the beginning. I got all the way to where he got his residence at that hotel in Las Vegas. Is it called the International? I can't remember. It's sort of an iconic hotel. I don't know if it still exists. I have a feeling they may have knocked it down a few years ago. Anyway, that's beside the point. But in this film, they show a part where he has his comeback, and his manager wanted him to do a Christmas special, but these guys from Los Angeles had a different story about how it should roll out. And so they dressed him up, instead of a Christmas sweater, a festive Christmas sweater, a Festivus sweater, they put him on, oh, il est quelqu'un là sur le livre de visage. N'hésitez pas de dire un petit coucou à tout le monde là. There's someone there watching on the Book of Faces, but I suspect once again they will disappear momentarily because it is the moderator. Make sure I'm not talking about oof and spreading malinformation. So anyway, watching that movie, and I was inspired because he had this comeback concert where he would disappeared. Thank you, moderator. And so he did 4 songs in the movie, but I was watching the real video and crashed my computer watching YouTube the other day, where how the songs turned out. But on the film, he started out with Heartbreak Hotel, and then what was it that we did yesterday? Hound Dog, and then the third one was, excuse my post-nasal drip, the third was Blue Suede Shoes, and the last one is going to be oh, criminy. Why do I always forget this? What was the third one? Anyway, that's neither here nor there for the moment. Or the fourth one. I always forget. There's only 4 things. I have one job. Remember 4 items. I remember I was in a film a few years ago, and I just could not memorize the words. But anyway, it was a Jailhouse Rock is the last one. So tomorrow it's going to be Jailhouse Rock. So I'm not super familiar with Elvis, so that's why I thought I'd choose to do a few of them. They're super simple songs. This one is 3 chords again, and only a few lyrics. Actually, the lyrics here are more complex, and that's probably because it was written by a certain Carl Perkins, I believe. And Elvis evidently, man, my glasses are crooked, aren't they? I have a crooked head, or my ears are not like symmetrical. He covered this song without Carl's permission, and so that sort of broke up their relationship, which, as it would, I would presume. Should have asked. That would have been the polite thing to do. So anyway, that's why I'm doing these Elvis songs. Maybe I'll dig deep. Does anyone know any deep cut from Elvis? If you do, put it in the comments, whether you're watching this on the Book of Faces or on the grams of Insta or the 2 reviews. Feel free to do that. So what was I going to talk about? Oh man, I slept in today. The jet lag finally hit me, I guess. So I went to bed around 2 last night. I know it's late. I didn't want to go to bed that late, but circumstances transpired and such that that was the earliest I could get to bed. Not the earliest, but pretty much the earliest I could get to bed. Oh, there's someone there watching on the Book of Faces. Please don't hesitate to say hello to everyone. it might be ma belle-mère en fait, parce qu'elle regarde la vidéo, mais elle n'est pas comment ajouter un commentaire. C'est pas grave, c'est pas grave. So I woke up at 8, so that's 6 hours. 6 hours is usually good for me. Went to the bedroom, found my woman sleeping on the couch. Now, it's not what you think. It was just she was uncomfortable and thought that might be a better place to go. And went to feed the cat, so to speak, metaphorically speaking. Feed the cat. Water the plants. I went to water the plants. And then I came back and I was thinking, okay, I'm a bit tired still. Should I go back to bed or should I stay up and power through, get up to the atelier and get to work, continuing on my website? But went back to bed. I slept until 4:30 in the afternoon. Okay, so here I am. It's 10:15 at night and wide awake. But I'm going to pull an all-nighter, get to work on my website. And so for the art update, I was looking at the website with my woman today, and she had some informative and helpful insights regarding the navigation, interactivity, and so forth like that, features, and so forth. So if you can go to paulbagnulo.com, paulbagnulo.com, as I like to say. And if you have any critiques or comments or questions, please feel free to relay them to me in any manner. You can send a direct message, you can make a comment, you can you can sign up for my newsletter. You can send a smoke signal, a carrier pigeon, or use sign language. So what I also wanted to do is some things that occurred to me, some comparisons and contrasts. The first thing is, see this right here? On my head, I've got a little cut right here. All right. I hope it's going to turn into a scar. That would be kind of badass. But anyway, it's a bike accident, not what you think. So I'm going to reenact how it happened here so that everything is clear, okay? So I'm coming down a narrow staircase in my parents' house, and they have these little wrought iron fences, these sort of like thigh-high wrought iron fences along the way. So I had the bike over my shoulder here, and you can imagine the wheel is right here, out in front of me. The wheel is out here, and the handlebars are right here. And so what I did was I bent down to unlatch the wrought iron fence. And as I was bending forward, the wheel bounced off the still locked fence. And the handlebars went straight into my head. I was wearing a helmet, oddly enough, but it must have slipped. Luckily, perhaps the impact speed was diminished by the fact that I was wearing a helmet. So it glanced off the helmet and then boom, smacked me right in the forehead. So that's what happened here. Now, when I was coming down, I thought, ooh, that hurt. You know when you get dinged in the head? Oh, Julio Garcia. Buenas noches. Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo estás usted, Julio? And I was thinking, that's smart. And then I thought, I better check if I'm bleeding. Went like that, and I had a nice stigmata on my palm. And so it was kind of funny. My dad was like, well, you be careful out there, as I was leaving their home to go meet a friend in the evening after sundown. And we don't like you biking in the dark. It's dangerous. And so I come back less than a minute later with my head bleeding. So that was kind of fun. And we spent 20 minutes searching in every room for a Band-Aid. Finally found one. What else was I going to say? Contrast. I only have a minute left to go. Does anyone have any questions? Julio? ¿Cómo estás? Okay, so in the U.S., I was dismayed by how many cashless businesses there were. So paying with directly credit, you don't have any chance to pay with cash. Now be careful. Be careful. This is the first step towards the social credit score, because they can just, turn off that spigot if they don't like what you say. Okay. And also, it's just creepy that you just, like when I'm here, people say, sans contact, which doesn't really make sense to me, because you're putting the card against the little credit card machine to, you're actually contacting the credit card, and sans contact means without contact. So I guess what they mean, they should have said sans initiation, quelque chose comme ça, sans introduction, But I like to do the code so that I don't forget the code. And at plenty of the restaurants, they have those annoying QRC codes, but my phone was not working, obviously. I didn't have any coverage, so I couldn't do that, and so I always asked for the paper menu, which I think we should keep in mind. All right, well, I ran out of time. Only 13 seconds left. This is the speed round for questions. Otherwise, we'll have to go. I'm going to get to work, and I'm wishing you all a pleasant Sunday and Monday. Ciao for now.